Happy New Year! Excuse the actual state of me. I have actually just rolled out of bed into clothes and come straight down to the ponies because it is so cold this morning. Like -6 feels like temperature, and everything is frozen solid. So, oh yeah, don't look at my hair, that's a bit of a mess. So yeah, I just wanted to get down here, make sure the ponies had food and water. It's a good job I did because it really is frozen. Like I've been able to walk across the ice in the gateway at the top without breaking it, and I'm just down at the water trough now, so let's have a look at this. As you can see, very frozen, and you can see there's a hole in the ice. So the ponies are very clever, and they will make holes in the ice to be able to drink. So yeah, let's see how thick it is. So I'm going to try and walk across this. There we go. I need to break it anyway, so it's easier for them to get to the trough. Oh, that's deep. So as you can see, they've made that hole, and then it's frozen over again underneath. Brought a flask full of hot water down to do the padlock. That was okay, so we'll see if it helps with this. That is solid. I don't usually put my foot in the water trough, but today is one of those days. And then, because if you leave it like this, it'll pretty much immediately freeze again. So just get rid of some of these. And if you've got a bucket to put it in next to the trough, that's the best thing, because then it'll melt when you've got a bucket of water. I haven't brought mine down yet, so I'll do that later. To be fair, I don't think this is going to melt today anyway, so. And the last thing to do is check your bull cock. No rude comments, please. But as you can see, the ice has frozen the bull cock in place. So what that means is, as the trough empties, it won't fill up again. So bull cock is now clear, but the water pipe is probably frozen, so nothing's going to come out at the minute. But it just means that when it does thaw out, the trough will start filling. Plenty of water in the trough at the moment anyway, so. But always a good idea to keep an eye on these in the winter. So yeah, that is that. So I take a lot of photos of this bit. This is where we come and practice our water in the summer for cross country, and it's just a really pretty setup, I think, and it astounds me how much it empties and fills throughout the year. But you can see it's absolutely frozen at the minute. I'm not going to go and walk on it because it's really deep in the middle and I don't want to fall in. Yeah, that is pretty solid. Yeah, not going in there, but that's crazy, isn't it? Look at this. This is Erna. I don't like to stand in the mud or ice. I put buckets out with some water in because she was standing down here looking forlorn. She couldn't get to the trough. I have noticed in her later years that she doesn't like walking through mud or anything like this, whereas the other girls just came down and walked through. She's just crept slowly up the side there. It's all stretched out now to get a good drink. Let's see how she manages to get back out again. I love the way their ears twitch when they drink. And they're swallowing, it's really cute. Good girl. Clever. Hello. Hello. I know. I know. You can go eat your hay now. Yeah. Come on, come eat your hay. Look at this, look. She would only walk back up if I went with her. I stop. Nana stop. I go. Nana go. So I guess I'm walking her back to the hay then. And we are back munching our hay. My breakfast time now. Good afternoon, or good evening, or whatever's right for 4:15 on a Saturday afternoon. I've just had a little ride on my Sneezy pony. She's been very good. Because we've only got the grass school, we don't really do anything fast, so it's lots of walk-halt transitions, standing over poles, walking over poles, a little bit of trotting. We did a couple of trot serpentines, and we did some weaving around the cones that I'd set up for Jane earlier. And we tried to ride through the the S bend, which was hilarious because it really is quite tight. And I don't think it's designed for riding through. yeah, she's been very good. She's much better. Throughout the early part of December, she was a bit stiff. She wasn't moving as well as she usually does. And she was really swishing her tail a lot when she was being ridden, especially when she was asked to go around corners. And when we were trotting, she was constantly trying to canter, but not in the way she usually does. So she usually likes to canter because that's the pace that she likes to do. But what she does then is she just trots faster and faster and faster and like tries to pull you into a canter, whereas she was trying not to trot and to canter instead, if that makes sense. So she was doing a horrible trot and trying to immediately canter or stop. So yeah, that wasn't right. So we've stopped doing that now, which is good. So I think she might have just had a little injury, or she tweaked a muscle. A little bit of rest and just long reining really kind of seems to have sorted that out. So yes, very pleased with her this afternoon. So just cooling down and then feed everybody and then home, I think. I have a pony with a spring in her step. Walking only hack for Nirna today because she's wearing odd boots. We have one slim size 1 Cavello Sport, and we have one broken size 2 slim. And the size 2 is too big, and because it's broken, I had to trot and it came off. So I decided we're just going to walk today. Although, yes, a little madam here. But other ideas. It's nice to be out. It's absolutely freezing cold. We're just about to turn around to head back towards the field. Good girl. Good girl. I thought as I'm hacking back, I'd just run through a couple of little bits that I want to do this year. So I have rejoined the online horse agility club. Me and Jane were members in 2013, but I was very naughty and haven't been since then. So I'm going to try and do that again. So I've joined her and Juliet. So hopefully Jane and Juliet will be doing some competitions throughout the year for that, which will be good. So the other thing I have signed up for is, I'm going to get the name wrong for this, it's the One Barn Challenge. I only discovered it this morning, but basically you pick a level and you spend a certain amount of time with your horse each week and sort of report back on what you've been doing. There's various like challenges and things to do. I've picked the bronze level, which is 3 hours per week per horse, and I've signed Erna and Seren up for that. Trying to do all 4, that would just be insane. I couldn't do that. So I thought if Jane and Juliet are doing the agility, then I'll do Erna and Seren with the other thing and see how we get on. So yeah, I'll be reporting back on those. And the other thing that I'm doing in January is Trot into 2021. And I'll put the name of the lady that's doing it up on the screen now because it's so cold. I've just dropped my phone and I can't remember anything. But basically it's a different task each day for social media, and I'm posting that on Instagram. So I'm Jen83_UK on Instagram, but it's just really good, like different content, and you can look at the hashtag and see other people that are doing it. And I'm really enjoying that so far. We're on day 3, so yeah, that's been going well. So yeah, that's about it really. So hopefully lots to come in the future.